Alright guys, now we're going to look at modeling subtraction with integers by using the integer chips in a number line. Okay? Now although addition and subtraction are related because they're opposites, subtraction is definitely a little trickier with the modeling. We'll talk about that here. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the first problem here and make sure you're just writing down everything while we're doing it together so you'll understand it better, you'll get the hang of it. Okay? Practice makes perfect. Alright, so let's do the chips first. So here we have 5 minus 8. Okay? So we need to draw the first number, which is a positive 5. So we're going to draw 5 positive chips. Now we're going to subtract 8. Okay? And because this is for the subtraction, the 8 is just a regular positive 8. This is positive 5 minus positive 8. So after we draw a positive 5 chips, we need to be able to take 8 of them away. So if you try to do that and we take away 1 chip and take away 2, 3, 4, 5, we have a problem. We need to take away 8, but we don't have enough to take away 8. Okay? So what we're going to do here, alright, and this is where, remember we talked about on the last podcast, 0 pairs. Alright, this is going to allow us to do something. So, because I don't have enough chips to take away, I cannot just add another positive chip and then take it away. I can't do that because I have to start with 5. If I do that, I'm starting with 6. I can't change the amount. Alright, but what I can do is I can add a 0 pair. Alright, because I'm still starting with 5 here. When I add a positive and a negative, this is 0. 5 plus 0 is still 5. I have not changed the value of the first number. And I can add another 0 pair. And I can add another 0 pair. And you'll see that when we tried to take it away, we could take away 5, but we needed 3 more, right? Well, here's our 3 more positive chips. Okay? Once again, we've added 0 3 times. This is 0, 0, 0. It hasn't changed the value of that first 5. Now we can do the 5 minus 8. Okay? So here's my 5. I'm going to take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're taking away positive 8. So I'm taking away all 8 positive chips. Now I look at what's left over. And the final answer is negative 3. Okay? That's how that works. Okay, so subtraction is definitely a little trickier. Alright, now let's go ahead and do this on the number line. Okay? As always, start at 0, and it's the same rules as we talked about last time. You have to look in the direction of the number. If it's a positive number, look right. A negative number, look left. Positive, if it's an addition problem, you walk forward. If it's a subtraction problem like we're looking at, we're going to be walking backwards, like Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. Okay? So this is a positive 5 minus a positive 8. Alright, so we're first going to go to positive 5. So we're going to look toward the positive direction and go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now we're on positive 5. Now, the next number is a positive 8. So, what we're going to do is we're still looking forward. Okay, so if we had a guy, he would still be looking forward like this. Here's his nose, so we know which way he's looking, right? Alright, so he's looking forward, but because we're subtracting it, he will be walking backwards or moonwalking 8. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. The same thing we got with the chips. Okay? Alright, let's keep trying. It'll make more sense. Okay? Next problem. 12 minus negative 3. Okay? So we're starting off with positive 12. So we start off with positive 12 chips. Alright, so draw your positive 12 chips on your notes. Now the problem says we have to subtract or take away negative 3. If you look, are there any negatives we can take? Are there 3 negative chips we can take over? No, all we have is positive. So we have to bring in the negatives, right? But, or like we talked about, I can't just bring a negative in because this will change the value. 12 and a negative 1 will mean 11. I can't change the initial value of the 12 before I do my taking away. So we can bring in a 0 pair because 12 plus this 0 is still 12. And we know that we're going to need 3 negative chips to take away. So I'm going to make 3 0 pairs. Because now that I've brought in 3 0 pairs, now I can take away the negative 3 like it says here. So now I've done the 12 minus the negative 3. Now I got all this left. So my final answer will be positive 15. Okay, let's try that on the number line. Let's start at 0. Remember, here's my subtraction sign, so these are my two numbers. First number is a positive 12, so we're looking in the positive direction, and we're going to walk 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're going to stop there. The second number is a negative 3. So remember, you have to look in the direction of the number. So because it's a negative 3, we're going to have to turn around and we're going to look this way. So if this is our guy, I'll just draw this here as an example. His nose is pointing here because we're now looking negative, but we're subtracting 3. So he has to walk backwards or moonwalk. So because he's facing this way, when he walks backwards 3, he's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3. So he will land on positive 15. Alright, so remember, you're always looking in the direction of a positive or negative number, but adding means you walk forward that way, subtracting means you walk backward from where you're facing. Okay? Next example, now we have negative 5 minus negative 6. So let's draw 5 negative chips to start with. 5 negative chips. Now we want to take away negative 6. So look, I have negatives. I can do minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, but I don't have enough. So we have to bring more in. And because we don't want to change the value of the negative 5, we're going to bring in a 0 pair. Because that's still negative 5 plus 0 is negative 5. Now I have enough negatives to take away. I want to take away 6 negatives. So that's take away minus 1, take away negative 2, take away negative 3, take away negative 4, take away negative 5, take away negative 6. And this is all we're left with. Positive 1. Okay? Let's try the number line again. Remember, we're subtracting it, so here's our two integers. They're starting on 0. First integer is negative 5, so we are going to face negative 5 and go to negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop there. Now the second number is a negative 6, so because it's negative, we're still going to be looking this way. Okay, this is my guy. He's still looking this way. But we're subtracting, so we have to walk backwards. How many? Backwards 6. So we're going to moonwalk backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we land here on positive 1. So we're still getting the same answer, even though we're modeling it two different ways. Alright, next one is negative 4 minus 6. So we're going to start again with negative 4 chips. So draw 4 negative chips. And now the problem is saying, because it's subtracting, we have a negative 4 and we're subtracting, this is a positive 6. If you look here, you'll see it's not possible to take away or subtract 6 positive chips. We don't have any positive chips. So we're going to have to bring in positive chips, but in order to not change the value of negative 4, we're going to be bringing in 0 pairs. And because we want to subtract 6 positives, we're going to bring in 6 0 pairs. Okay. Now that the problem's set up, now I can do the math. So I got negative 4, subtract positive 6. So there's positive 1, positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 5, positive 6. So now I look at what's left. I have all that. That is negative 10. That's the final answer. Let's look at the number line. Start here at 0. This is my subtraction sign. So we got a -4 and we're subtracting +6. Because the first number is -4, we're going to go this way to -1, 2, 3, 4. There's -4. Now, the second number is a positive, so we are going to turn around and we're going to look this way. But because we're subtracting, we have to walk backwards. So we're going to walk backwards 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. Oops. Just like we had with the chips. Okay? Alright, another problem here. 9 minus 16. So here's our subtraction sign. We have a +9 minus a +16. So we're going to draw 9 positive chips. And we want to subtract 16 positives. And we have positive chips, but we don't have 16. We don't have enough to take away. So again, we're going to make enough by bringing in, like before, 0 pairs. And we're going to bring in enough 0 pairs so that there is enough to take away. So if we had 9, how many more do we need to make 16 to take away? Right, 7. So we're going to bring in 7 0 pairs. And remember, even though we're bringing in 7 0 pairs, technically we're bringing in 7 zeros. So it's still 0, it's nothing. It's not changing the problem. Now I'm going to subtract my 16 positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here's what's left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 negatives. So the final answer is -7. On the number line, as always, start on the 0. Once again, look at the problem before you do anything with it. It's a subtraction problem. +9 minus +16. So because it's +9, we're going to look this way and go to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've made our first integer here. Now we're going to do the second integer. It's a +16, so we are still looking forward. So if we were walking on this number line, we would still be walking this way. There's the nose. But because we're subtracting, we got to moonwalk backwards, 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And that's going to be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7. Okay? Alright. Real quick, last one here. We got -7 minus 10. So we need -7 chips, or 7 negative chips. Now we are taking away a 10, a +10. There's no positives anywhere here. So we're going to have to bring in enough positives to take away. So we're going to have to bring in 10 0 pairs. 10 0 pairs. Now that I got my 10 0 pairs brought in, here's the -7 I start with. We have to take away 10 positives. Now we can do that. Take away 5 positives, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So after I've taken away 10 positives, I've got all this. So I've got 7 plus 5 plus 5. I have -17 as the answer. Okay? I don't have enough time left to record to do the number line, but just remember, for the first number, you're going to look left and go to -7, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then, because you have a +10, you're going to look this way, but walk backwards 10. So even though you're looking this way, you're going to walk backwards 10 more, land on -17 as well. Alright, if this is confusing, definitely watch this one again. Okay?